Dan. And then he's like, I'm sorry, Burgomaster, here's some very expensive, probably cursed jewels. And he was like, all right, well, go find out where my missing peons went. And that's, what is that? Put it back right now.
Welcome to Copperpiece.
Welcome to Copperpiece.
Welcome to Copperpiece. I am your DM once again, Steve Esposito. I'm joined by 4 very lovely players. Lovely?
Question mark.
No longer
No,
talented.
I can't say talented. I can't say talented. I said talented like 8 times. Every opening.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Bramble, the gnome Fey Warlock.
Thank you for kicking in there.
I'm Nick. I play the Dragonborn Paladin, Axel Rose.
I'm Lucas. I play Ren Rolson, the gnome rogue.
One shoot.
I'm TJ. I play Bunky, the Hill Dwarf cleric.
Bunky, the Hill Dwarf Cleric.
That's me.
It's like Butters.
Just thinking that.
But
Everybody knows it's Butters.
That's me.
Well, it's Cletus the Slack-jawed yokel.
There is.
From The Simpsons.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Speaking of things we stole, I brought in a whiteboard with everybody's stats.
There we
I
go.
shamelessly stole it from Adventures from the Shed. But they said, hey, use our ideas to make your games better or something like that. So I just want to give them credit.
That's a really good idea. I like it because I can see things that it's across the table for me, so I can see the numbers, and it's very nice. I like this. Thank you.
Everybody can see the numbers, so if they need to find one of their stats and not want to do math, they could just look. As long as they know how to cross-reference a matrix, they can find it.
Shit, how do I do
Use
that?
really big words.
So
Really complicated.
so last episode, you guys, well, to kind of recap, because we filmed multiple episodes in a single sitting. There was a fight in the coffee maker's attic. You found vampires there. Then you eventually got back to the Burgomaster's house. There's 1 day left into the new festival.
If you don't mind, I don't think we went ahead and killed some vampires. We embarrassed the living shit out of some vampires.
Yeah, that was, on a DM's perspective, that was awful. Like,
I mean,
real bad shit.
there's like a fine balance between getting your shit pushed in and pushing something shit in, and like we didn't hit that balance at all.
No, it was. I was expecting a little bit of a challenge, but once you guys turned undead, I was like, well,
it was all Bunky.
It was Bunky.
All the glory for that.
Bunky gets
I'm
glory
pretty
for
sure
that
they
one.
would have actually killed us.
I apologize.
Yeah. There was like some crazy shit with them, and since we're doing a vampire story, I really don't want to give away their whole details on what they do.
And now
They bite people.
But they bite people. Yes. So you guys placed yourselves right where you remember, on the board that people can't see, which is okay because it's a crudely drawn map.
Theater of the mind.
Theater of the mind. All right. So you guys have your mission.
Who's gonna sue us?
Huh?
No, it's Mind's Eye Theater. Never mind.
Okay. Whatever. I don't know. I hope not. No one should sue us over content.
I mean,
Anyway.
if we would have been sued,
we would have been sued by now.
No,
no,
because these haven't hit air yet. So
Yeah.
Well, it would also be different if we had like an ad revenue.
that's true. We have no.
They'd be like,
Or
"You're talking
listeners.
about our
Okay.
stuff
Anyway,
with your stuff."
so you guys, you met the Burgomaster. He was going to arrest you.
Yeah.
He was going to arrest you, Ren.
No, he's gonna kill me.
And the 2 dogs almost killed you. And then he was just kind of like, "Hey, do this thing for me, and everything will be cool." So, you guys are in the Burgomaster's house. Where do you go?
Did not break that down already.
Yeah, we did.
Your voice.
Huh? You did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll it anyway. I don't care.
All right.
I sniffed the house to
alright.
see if there's any burgers.
There are none.
Oh.
All right. So we're looking for a butcher and a maid.
Yes.
Butcher and a maid.
Again, there should be burgers if there's a butcher.
A kitchen and a laundry room.
All right. Explore the house. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I'll take point. Whatever. I'm still
Alright.
invisible.
That's true. You were invisible
You
last
and
time.
Irina are both
I think I've
invisible.
got like 45 more minutes of invisibility left.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, 'cause
Alright.
that whole thing took 15.
Yeah. I would give that.
Cool.
So,
Hey, what's a kitchen here?
your
Bring
kitchen.
me to it.
Your kitchen will be back on the first floor.
Yeah.
It's going to be in kind of the that area. Yes.
Is it this?
Yes, that area would be the kitchen.
Can't reach. I don't know what. All right.
I kind of brought Irina with you, but oops.
Right, a cook wearing a white apron over a black smock bruises himself on his warm, well-appointed kitchen. A staircase in one corner climbs to the upper floor. So,
Oh, you know what? I should probably go outside of his view and drop my invisibility.
okay. So
Along with Irina, so it's not just disembodied voices talking to him.
all right, cool. So, she's gonna join you too. So,
Yeah, well, they put her with me, so.
yeah, you're
I kind
good.
of just dragged him.
No, Irina, you go. So you see a cook
Hello, cook.
turns around and goes, who are you?
I'm Bramble. The burgomaster asked us to find the missing butcher.
Oh yes, my friend. Yes.
When and where was the last time you saw your friend?
Well, he was here in the house. He was helping us, and then he disappeared. We don't know what happened to him.
How long ago?
About a week ago.
About a week ago.
There was also a maid who disappeared as well. She disappeared a little bit further down the road. Metaphorically speaking.
Oh, all right. Okay. Sorry, I'm not big on social graces, or you know.
Well, when you're a cook your whole life, of course you won't be as equally social, shall I say. Anyway.
Do you know, were they having dalliances?
Having
The
what?
cook and the maid, were they boning?
Oh, no, not to my knowledge.
Okay, thank you.
You're quite
What
the
do you-
detective.
What are you cooking? It smells good.
Some food for the guests of the Queen.
Oh,
Queen Burgomaster, shall I say. She likes to be called Queen.
okay.
What are you guys doing?
I'm going to head down this hallway and see what's inside this room.
Okay, well, that door is locked.
This door is locked?
That
That's
door
the
is
locked
locked.
one with the crying guy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's the moaning person.
Right.
Which probably either the
Not
butcher or the maid.
sexual. Not sexual.
What's in here then? I'm going to check in the room across the hall from the weird locked door that has somebody crying in it.
You open the door. Dolls. This room is full of pretty little dolls
time to
with
leave.
powder white skin
No.
and auburn hair. Some of them dress beautifully, others plainly. Some of the dolls fill a long bookshelf, and others are arranged in neat rows on wall-mounted shelves. Still others are piled deep atop a bed on a heavy wooden chest. What's most odd is that all of the dolls, apart from their clothing, look the same. They all look a little like Irina.
That's creepy as hell.
Yeah, it is creepy.
As soon as you started talking about dolls, I went to like
You turned around.
I want to have my character just like destroy all of the dolls, but I don't want to do that because it would be really bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over to the chest that some of the dolls are sitting on, gently pick them up off of the chest, and open the chest to see what's inside.
You open the chest and you notice more dolls.
God, why are there dolls in a chest? Okay.
With your passive perception is let's see here.
12.
Is a 12. So you notice that there's a tag that's hanging off the. Each doll has a tag. Doll. There we go.
Doll.
That's my New York Brooklyn accent kicking out. You notice that each one has a small tag stitched into its clothing, and it reads, "Is no fun, is no Blinksy."
American Girl
Blinksy.
doll.
This is weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
This is really weird.
Yeah, I get it. This is. I was reading this. Oh, this is weird. He was not lying.
Yeah, he was not
told
kidding.
you we was gonna get
It's weird time.
It's
It's
weird.
video time.
All right.
That voice goes
So you
out
looked
for my
around.
girlfriend 'cause she loves it.
Now it's all they're all in the same doll. Like those tags are
All
on
the
every
dolls
doll?
are the same. I think that where the clothing is a little different in each one, but they all share the same similarities with Irina.
This is the creepiest.
Make sure you call her Blinksy next time you see her.
I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna have to do that. So I walk back outside and meet up with everybody else now and go, what the fuck?
Okay, so
Do
we,
not go in there.
let's
Yeah.
go to the other side of the table. What are you two guys doing?
I'm gonna say goodbye to the burgomaster and leave the room.
Okay, so he's like, he doesn't really pay much attention to you. He's still kind of annoyed.
Ah.
So he kind of gives you like a,
And I say bye to the puppers.
The pupper's kind of like a little like.
I'm gonna go up the hallway and go into this room.
Okay. You going
Have you
into?
considered numbering these so people can play along at home if they got the book?
You know, that's a really good idea.
What number room is this?
Well, this is N3Q. An iron tub with clawed feet stands against the back wall. Neatly folded towels rest atop a table near the door.
Okay, so it's just a tub.
It's a bathroom. You walked into a bathroom, but no toilet, just the tub.
Toilets don't exist. They shit in pots and throw it on the street.
No, they do.
Can I like investigate? See if there's anything.
You look around the room,
Oh, okay. This
and it's just a bathtub and some towels.
all right. So I'm just gonna walk out of the room. Go on to the next one.
Okay, well, before you do that, onto Brumble. What are you doing? No, I'm sorry. Bunky.
That's okay.
Not Bramble.
Have we been in the room directly behind me?
No.
No.
I'm gonna walk in there.
The
Well,
room
here's a
that was
door.
adjoining to the really, really creepy doll room is where he's gonna walk into.
This handsomely appointed room contains a canopied bed, a low bookshelf, and a full-length mirror in the wooden frame on the wall across from the door. Set into the north wall is an arched window of leaded glass. Nothing here seems unusual.
Okay.
What?
Guess I'll walk out of there then.
How does that work?
What do you mean?
I think you got them rooms confused.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I said the wrong one.
Well,
That-
I mean, do you want to just say that that's the room I was in?
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'm fine with
Okay,
that.
so I thought I was gonna be able to get past that one smoothly, but no.
No.
So
Detective Bramble is on the case.
apparently,
Detective Bramble has disadvantage for all rolls this session.
Detective Bramble is talking to himself right now. I'm gonna walk out of that room and I guess onto Bramble.
Is that the Lotta?
that area.
The area adjoining the kitchen? The rich pantry-looking area?
It is.
I'm gonna go in there, poke around. Thank you for your help. I may have more questions later. Boop,
Aye.
boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop.
This pantry contains shelves of foodstuffs, although half of the shelves are bare. 2 barrels of wine stand against the east wall.
Alright, I'd like to start rifling through their foodstuffs.
Okay. As you rifle through the food, I'm not even gonna do a roll on that one because it's kind of passive, thanks to the board. You just notice that some of the food's a little bit older, some of it's not fresh, perhaps expired.
How much of it looks like people?
None of it.
Oh. Shit, I was convinced they were eating people in this place.
Nah.
Oh. Alright, well it's my room.
Up to Axel Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Bodie McDragonface.
What?
Like I
Bodie
wanted to call him.
Bodie McDragonface.
I never caught on.
No, it did not. I have a small question about this map.
What?
We have a staircase that is completely blocked off and no way to get into it.
Alright, so you go down and around.
Here? So we, like, how
You
does
go-
that work?
Well,
Right?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct.
I'm just curious.
With the sounds and all.
I like
So-
the sounds. The sound effects were amazing.
Stairs.
I'm gonna go ahead though and go down the hall, make
Okay.
a right, make a left down the hall, walking past Ren,
just go to a room.
and go in here.
Just go
Okay.
to a fucking
I'm trying
room
to
already.
be as detailed as possible for our humble viewers.
That's
at
too
home.
detailed.
Listeners.
For the people who are wasting their time, listen.
Speaking of time,
I'ma hang a rat at the old stump.
Time has faded, and the grandeur of this master bedroom. The furnishings have lost some of their color and splendor. A short pole rope hangs from the wooden trapdoor in the ceiling.
I'm gonna pull the trapdoor down.
You pull the trapdoor down,
Stairs.
and of course, it's stairs that lead up into an attic. This dusty 20-foot square room has a high-pitched ceiling that reaches its peak 20 feet above. The wooden rafters are shrouded in cobwebs, except for an old table with a lantern on it. The room is empty.
Is the lanterns lit or not?
No, it's not lit.
Lit.
I'm gonna go over and light the lantern so it's lit now.
Okay, so now you have a lit lantern.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna investigate the dark parts of the attic.
Okay, so before we go into that, let's give these other guys a turn.
Yes.
Bunky?
Okay. Have we been into the room next to Ren?
No.
I'll walk there.
Okay.
I can't reach it. Sorry. Thank you. What do I see?
What do you see with your dwarven eyes?
Dark vision. Too bright, too bright.
This room smells of powder and fine perfume. A vanity with a mirror stands against the one wall next to a faceless wooden mannequin wearing a white bridal gown.
Creepy.
Mounted on another wall is a full-length mirror with a gilded frame. A door in one corner leads to a guardrobe? Guardrobe? I don't know. I can't show you this.
Guardrobe?
I'll go to that door. I'll open up that door.
It's like a wardrobe, but different.
Yeah.
I think it's like an armoire.
Like an
a
armoire,
full-length.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you open that door. I don't necessarily see anything that tells me what that is, but by the images, it's a toilet. So,
So
It's a toilet.
I call over to Ren. I found the toilet.
Ah, nice.
Weird spot,
Oh,
but
right over the larder.
what do you say?
It's right over the larder.
It's right over the food.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, gross.
There's an
Yeah.
entire room
do
between the bathtub.
give me. Let's see. You have passive perception of a 12.
12.
So you notice that there's something written by the mirror. And it says, "Magic mirror on the wall, summon forth your shade. Night's dark vengeance, heed my call, and wield your murderous blade."
I read that to the mirror. I look in the mirror and I say those words.
Out loud.
You're looking at me like this is a really bad idea.
An entity
Oh, fuck.
appears in the mirror. A spirit. He looks at you, and he asks, "Who shall I kill?"
Ooh. Strahd.
I don't know if that one's gonna.
The spirit fades away.
Oh, darn. Oh, God. Okay, I run
The
out
face
of this room.
of Strahd himself looks up at you
Oh, fuck.
from the mirror and says, "Bunky,
Oh,
the hill dwarf cleric."
that's me.
Oh no. Steve's face just had a
Am I dead now? What just happened?
This feeling overwhelms you as he speaks to you, and you cannot fight back
Uh-oh.
the urge of what he says. "I welcome you to the castle for a feast. Come when your team is ready. Or else."
Oh, okay.
You're instantly charmed by his presence, in a way.
All right, Strahd. Don't seem like a bad guy.
That's
His face fades away.
So now I'm just charmed.
Now you're just charmed by Strahd.
Cool.
Just like, oh my.
You're like George Takei with "Oh my" every time you see him. Ren, what do you do?
I'm gonna go in the room with the giant table. There's a long table in this room on the map.
it's probably the dining room.
Where? Down there? Yes, that is the dining room. And that is section C. A chandelier of wrought iron fitted with wax candles hangs above the polished wooden dining table. Around the table are seated 8 women of various ages in comfortable, high-backed chairs. They wear faded clothes, drink tea, and devour cake, while a 9th woman, well-dressed and very pleased with herself, circles the table and talks excitedly about decorations for the impending festival.
Oh, okay. I think that's the burgomaster's maid
Wife.
crew or wife.
Well, yeah, that's the wife, and that's the crew. Eventually, when you guys came in, she thought that you people were that.
Oh, okay.
So she's kind of like talking to these people now, and she looks at you. She's the one walking around the table, and she goes, how is everything?
Oh, everything went okay. Well, better than planned. So.
Well, clearly you are still here.
Yeah. Well. Yes, very, very lucky, and I had to help.
Now, has my husband asked you to help him with the disappearance?
Yes.
I figured he would. I don't have any seats for you, and you don't seem to be well dressed in garb that I'm willing to give you. Speaking that your one smelly friend is, well, he's smelly. But please feel free while I continue to talk to my guests.
He's wearing a dead animal.
Oh yeah, the
For
dragon
all of you
guy.
people that are only listening to this, while that conversation was
We were
going,
trying to
we were
figure
trying to
out-
figure out what it was.
Bramble?
Bramble went ahead and pointed at himself. Monkey's like, no, it's gotta be Axel Rose.
The man wearing the decayed animals.
That is who he's referring to, everybody.
It's,
That is who
it's
he's
Axel
referring to.
Rose.
It's gotta be me.
That fine glass of wine.
Okay, so Detective.
Detective Bramble.
On the
What is it?
case.
Officer Timo? Reporting for duty?
I don't know.
I hate League of Legends. I'm gonna go look at that dirty room up here.
No, okay. Irina looks at you and goes, "So, what kind of hunch are you working on right now?"
I thought they were cannibals, but I don't think they're cannibals anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
no one in this area is cannibals. I don't know much about the whole everything, but I haven't seen people eat people in a very long time.
How long?
I don't know exactly. Back to the mystery room.
Back to the mystery room.
Let's see. JJKLMN.
Oh, pee. I got
You-
pee. Can I pee after this room?
Sure.
Yeah.
Cloaks, goats.
Cloaks, goats, and automobiles.
Let me rephrase that. Cloaks, coats, gowns, and other fancy apparel
my.
hang from hooks in this closet. Arranged on low shelves are many fine shoes, slippers, and boots.
Oh,
my.
it's a closet.
Yes.
Fuck. Alright. Is there anything adjoining this room to the Sabi room?
No.
Can I hear the Sabi guy?
Let's see. You can hear it a little bit louder than you could when you were on the other side of the hall.
I want to bang on the wall.
You bang on the wall and you hear the sobbing continue.
Who are you?
He's continuously crying. He can't really say much. It sounds like.
If I made a 10-foot cube, would it go through that wall?
If you made it.
A 10-foot cube of Fey presence?
What do you mean? No.
Yeah, he's got to
No.
see me for me to do it. Alright.
Yeah. But you hear him go, Udo! Udo!
Are you the butcher?
No!
Udo?
Udo!
Why are you here?
No. As he starts sobbing, you hear the banging against another wall.
Oh fuck, I've been found out. I gotta go. That's the Burgomaster going, shut up! Yeah. Alright. Well, that conversation's done, but it raises so many more.
So we're let's see. You didn't get a chance to go yet? So continue your thing. You're up in that
Oh, I'm
attic
sorry.
room.
Yeah, that's all right.
No,
we
you
were
were
going
going-
back in order. It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually go ahead and before I continue on this adventure in the attic, I'm gonna go ahead and ask that Bramble, would he like to come up into the attic with me? Could you do that?
Sure.
Oh, so you're like yelling down to
Yes,
that room.
I'm yelling down from the trap.
Okay, so they both.
If there's anybody that's down there, can you come up? I need some help up here.
Sure, I can do that.
Irina looks at you and goes, "I'll join."
Okay. And Bramble said he would gladly come with me.
I know. I can't really do a woman's voice that well. Okay, so you're going into that other room, right?
Right. And now
It's
that I
kind of-
have Irina with me, I'm going to ask her, what do you know about Blinksy?
She looks at you and goes, "I don't know anything about Blinksy."
Okay.
Why?
I found a room with dolls that kind of looked like you, and they were tagged with something. I forget exactly what the tag said, but it said something with Blinksy on it. So I was just curious over here on what's going on.
She looks at you and she continues to give you this puzzled look of, "I have no idea. That's weird."
Yeah, it was really weird. I'll show you after we're done investigating the attic.
Okay.
Okay. So now I guess that come with me.
Okay. So this attic is full of old, forgotten things draped in white sheets. Piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, and other odd furnishings. Covered with cobwebs and dust, you see a clear footpath through the maze.
We just discovered. Alright, so then we're gonna go ahead and try to look through some of this stuff.
Well, you can't really see some stuff, but you do notice that there's a single set of human footprints that lead into another door on the far side of the room.
So then I'm gonna go follow the
Do
footprints.
a somersault.
Yes, we're gonna roll around over.
Now, Bunky.
Follow the
Well,
footprints.
can I investigate the hell out of these footprints?
You just know that they are human footprints. They look fairly fresh.
Oh, all right. Oh, this is crazy kid, isn't it? He's talking about.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's Jesus.
A Bunky.
Jesus.
So I'm charmed.
Yes.
Am I allowed to act freely except for being hostile against Strahd? Is that correct?
Well, you're not hostile against them. You're like
Like,
buddy
I'm-
buddy. Like
like
hey,
but
Strahd,
that's like
what's
the
up?
only difference. Like
Yes.
I could still act freely.
Of course.
So do I know about this room that
I'm in.
he went to?
no, you don't know. But
Okay.
I did scream down.
yeah, you did yell down, so
So-
you can kind of
What I'd
assume.
like
Do
to
you want to
do.
just do it?
What I'd like to do is go into the room where he saw the dolls and do an investigation on that blinky thing. Am I in the right room? There was like a blinksy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be the
Okay, so can I? Okay, first of all, I want to read it again because I don't remember what it said.
Yes.
Is no fun, is no blinksy.
Yep.
It's no fun. It's no blinksy. Is no fun. Is no blinksy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I do some sort of investigation check or I don't know, Arcana? I don't know how I would
History.
history.
You wouldn't know anything necessarily.
Okay.
The only thing is that you can assume is that since each of these dolls, since it has a tag on them, you can think that they're somehow mass-produced in a way. Not necessarily mass, but definitely produced somewhere.
Could do a history check on this tag to see if I can figure out where they were produced.
No.
I guess I'm done with this room then.
Over to Ren?
Yep. I talked to the burgomaster's wife, see if they have any information on where the last place the maid could have been, or.
Oh, we don't know. They have free reign. They walk wherever they want in this place.
Oh, okay. Because your husband had asked us to look for a butcher and a maid, and I just wanted to know if you happen to know where she could be.
Oh dear, we don't know. They just do their jobs, and we just pay them as is.
Okay. Sorry to bother you. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
And I leave.
All right.
I'm gonna go into this next room.
All right. That room is room number the letter D. White sheets cover two plain wooden tables in the center of this room. Neatly arranged atop one table is a complete set of polished silverware. The other table is covered with wicker baskets containing turnips and beets.
There's nothing to investigate here, so
Just a bunch of silverware.
yeah. So I'm gonna leave.
Well, at least that means they're not werewolves.
Yeah.
So to you guys in the attic.
Alright, so,
So, this whole attic's a maze.
Kind of, yes. But
Is it just
there's
a maze in the way that old people who hoard shit have mazes?
Yes, yes, and that very much that way.
Does it smell like rotting bodies up here?
No.
Ah. Fuck, man. I got no leads on this shit. I guess I will follow it to the door.
As you approach the door, you notice that someone has carved a large skull into this door. Hanging from the doorknob is a wooden sign that reads, "All is not well." You hear a young man's voice beyond.
Holy fuck, they found my teenage years? I'll knock.
on the
you,
door.
You knock on the door?
Yeah. What am I gonna knock on? Yeah.
Knock
Yeah.
on the floor, like.
Nothing. You don't hear any reply.
Yeah, I'll keep knocking, whatever. I don't give a shit.
do me a favor
Yeah.
and roll a d20 for me.
Bam! That's a 9.
And your strength?
My strength is 10. I have no modifier.
No modifier? Okay.
Am I about to get blasted back by someone throwing open a door?
Let's see here.
Knocks on the door, opens the door, and you fall into it.
You knock, and you get blasted back.
Alright.
Take 10 points of damage.
Hellish Rebuke, give me a dex save.
On what?
Whatever hurt me. I point my finger and the creature that damaged me is momentarily surrounded by flames.
Momentarily surrounded by flames.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do this in a dusty sweater. Hat.
In flames, you say?
To shreds, you say? That knocks me down to 21 HPs.
There seems to be some sort of sparking that kind of just fades away.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Sure.
Alright. No. A 2 plus 5 makes 7.
You know nothing.
That hurts. Owie!
You go,
Since
Mr.
the
Axel Rose.
The door is now open, so I'm gonna go
I
ahead.
don't think
It's not
anything
open.
said about the door being
not
open.
open.
No.
Nope, not open.
It's just worded somehow.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to open the door nice and.
Yeah, I'll be back here for that shit. I already got tagged once.
1, 2, 3, 4, and oh hell! I'll just have to re-roll this one. Nope, I got it.
This is not good.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And
What?
you also go flying across the room.
fuck?
How
Out
does
of
this
that.
happen?
Can I make another Arcana check?
Sure.
Boom!
Give me an advantage on that one.
How does?
Fuck, man, that's in. You're on timeout. That was an 11. 6 plus 5, 11.
Now that he's been struck pretty badly, you now understand that this is definitely a glyph of warding.
Alright. Alright. How do we get around that? We mar the glyph.
Okay.
Mar the glyph.
Do we do that?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I'm not bright.
I'm
What
gonna
do you
go.
mean
While
by
you guys
mar?
are thinking about how to do this,
Can we have a side discussion? While we
you
do
can have this
Okay,
side
cool.
discussion. We're going to the other side of the table.
Yes.
Uh,
I
Bunky,
also kind of want to see if we can get this on.
Bunky and Ren, it's you guys. What do you do?
Yeah.
Run up
So-
to that attic and heal them.
Well, you don't know that this is
Okay.
happening.
So in that case, I'm gonna go downstairs because I haven't been down there at all yet.
Actually, do me a favor. Do a perception check for me.
So the shape is the glyph. So we fucking
Fuck.
That's what I was thinking. I just.
9.
9. You do hear some sort of rumbling going on above your head.
Okay, I'm gonna run upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you run up, you go into that room with the lantern, and then you open the door, and all you hear, you go into the next room, to the bigger room, and all you hear is just like, first, it smells like something is burning, or has been previously burnt, kind of like a steak of some sorts. A dragon flank steak, if I do say so myself.
Great.
And you see them kind of huddling together, just kind of discussing what this is.
Why they gotta be dragon?
You're a dragon. You just got shocked the shit out of.
Okay. I am going to cast Healing Word.
No, it's fine. We're fine. I'm fine.
How are you?
Yeah,
what are your HPs?
I'm fine. I've a max of 60.
All right, fuck it.
I'm still feeling fresh and full of piss and vinegar.
Fresh and so clean.
So fresh, so clean, like a summer's eve.
I literally don't have a spell that could
None of us do.
remove that glyph, so I guess I'm just gonna stand up here with you guys now since you don't want to be healed. The whole reason I wanted to come up here
Throw
was
your
to heal you.
spear at it.
Ren.
I
what
think
are you
I'm
doing?
gonna.
Well, of course, I assume I hear them upstairs.
No, we're like a floor and a half above you.
I just ran
there's no
upstairs
way.
and looked at them.
You know what? In a slight case of this happening, please do just do a perception check for me. What'd you get?
That's a 2.
That's you don't hear anything. That's
I
great.
actually hear less than that.
You are going deaf, my friend.
My hearing just goes out for a second.
Skeletonitis going on.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna wander around. So I'm gonna go through here, through the room I was just in, and out the door that was in that room, not connecting to where the maids are.
Okay, so you go into the kitchen, and once again you see the same old cook that Bramble has seen, and he's just kind of like, he's trying to cut meat, but he's doing it really terribly.
Because he's not the butcher. Oh, fucking brilliant.
He's like kind of like just like you hear the chopping, and he's just like, ugh. He's chopping again, and he's just kind of.
Oh my god, those lady fingers are gonna have real fingers in them if he keeps that up.
I ask him if he's been a cook for long.
He looks at you and goes, "I've been a cook, but definitely no butcher.
Ah, do you know where the butcher might have been?
You know, another man came by asking me the same question about your size, maybe a little smaller."
Another midget bugging me about this shit.
Cook looks at you and goes, "Well, I'll say the same thing I said to the other one. I haven't seen him in quite some time." To paraphrase.
Well, alright. Sorry to bother you. I just wanted to get some information.
He looks at you head to toe. And he notices what you're wearing, the garb that you have on, and tells that you're some sort of tricky thief. So he kind of keeps that in the back of his head. Kind of a little cautious around you. He says, What are you doing around this part?"
I'm not doing anything. Well,
Nothing.
nothing. Just walking around your kitchen asking you questions.
He kind of eyes you and he goes, "Okay, on your way."
I head up the staircase.
All right, so you end up back on that floor right there. The ever reminder of your spot you were previously. Up here, you can now hear the voices of several people above you struggling and just saying a bunch of things. It's very low mumbling. So we're gonna go back to Bramble over here.
What did the door say?
What does the door say?
Yeah, there was a note on it.
Does the door say?
The door says, "All is not well."
Can-
Irina looks around and goes, "Good job, you two." Getting smoked. And
Alright. You fucking open the door.
she looks at both of you and goes, "Nah, I don't think so."
Okay.
Well, at least we hit the proper people in combat.
Yeah, you don't hit me.
Touche, she says.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my spear.
And
Okay.
my spear.
Well, my spear, because it's in my possession now. I teefed it.
How?
I gave it to him.
He
You gave it to him?
When he broke his second weapon.
I need to go shopping for a third at some point, but anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and take the spear and
Oh, I'm
try
gonna be all the way back.
Yeah, everybody take a step back, so they all scurry back. They actually gotta go ahead and
I sense a pattern.
hang out
I warn.
in there, and I'm gonna take a decent couple of steps back on this one.
Irina looks at you and says, "Don't you do that."
Go away. I got
okay.
this. So I take the spear and I throw it at the door so it lands at the skull and misshapens the glyph.
Give me an attack for me. Oh, you're used in the... No, do not use those dice. No.
For those that
no.
don't know, I have giant D&D
They are
dice.
obnoxious dice. You're
Obnoxiously large dice,
No,
and I'm going to be using them all.
They're
game.
like for old blind people. You're not
Oh.
using those.
I am using my giant dice
Oh,
today.
Jesus.
This is what
Okay.
happens when you give me my dice back.
I thought it was
Clearly,
being
we
nice.
should punish him.
So am
more
I just
often.
doing a damage?
He likes it.
I'm just doing damage,
No,
right?
you're just
Roll-
rolling a d20.
roll a
for him.
d20.
That's all he
Roll a
wanted you to
d20.
do.
Oh,
19!
oh boy. Plus your strength.
19, so 25.
All right. You throw the spear and it hits the glyph. The spear shatters into thousands of pieces and blown back at you guys.
They're back
Do-
behind in the doorway.
I'm not.
Nope.
I'm watching this shit.
I have my shield in front of me blocking
Do
this shit.
you give me a No. Okay, no, that one doesn't hit you. For you, let's see. Oh my god. Okay, so you get hit with a bunch of splinters.
All right. Can I try to dodge out the way?
No.
Alright.
No. 4 damage.
Cool.
We made.
It's you got like splinters all over your face now.
I'm not healing. That's bullshit. I told you. I said there's a pattern here.
Well, there's nothing to be learned up here, clearly.
Let's see. Okay.
This is above us.
Irina yells, "What? What was that?" She's like,
really
"What
manly
was that?" I can't do a female's voice.
That
Next
was my
time.
spear.
That was my spear.
That was.
She looks at you. She goes, "What happened to your face?
What do you mean?
You have splinters all over your face."
Oh, I should go to the bathroom.
Oh, jeez.
Clean up, I guess. Am I bleeding badly?
Yeah, you're bleeding a bit.
This is not a good hunt.
No.
I'm gonna go. Is there a mirror in here?
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
So you go back downstairs and clean yourself up.
Yeah.
As all this dust and stuff settles down, the doors open,
Hey!
It worked.
and a young man stands there in his robe and his hood pulled over his face. You can only see his jawline and his mouth of sorts. And he goes,
Oh,
"What
reverse
are you
assassin.
doing?"
We were trying to find out what's behind the door. And you didn't answer when we knocked before.
"I was doing my ritual, thank you. Why are you here?"
We're guests of the Burgermeister looking for the butcher and the maid.
He looks at you as his eyes roll to the back of his head. He goes, "My father sent you."
I suppose so.
It's like trying to connect with me, and I have no interest.
You sound like me in high school.
I'm trying. I'm trying. He looks at you. He goes, "What? What do you like? Is my father? What does he want from me this time?"
Nothing. We just didn't know if the butcher and the maid were up here.
What's with this
They're missing.
campaign and the daddy issues?
Alright, I'm gonna.
Listen, you charmed bastard.
Strahd is so great, you guys. He's really attractive too.
We're gonna, as this conversation's happening, we're gonna go over to Bunky. He clearly has some things to say.
So as I finish talking about how great Strahd is,
And Irina's just like kind of like doing this thing, like,
I
yeah.
take a look at
Actually, the more you talk about it, the less you realize that she's kind of getting mad at you. So,
oh, it's fine. He's a good guy. He's like a really good guy. He's really misunderstood.
yeah.
I spoke
Tell
to
me
him.
about it.
I spoke to him. He's super great.
Yeah,
He
you
wants us
spoke
to
to him?
Yeah, he wants us to come down to his castle. He invited us.
What?
Yeah, I looked in this mirror downstairs, and I don't know. I kind of read some weird words, and he popped up, and you know what? At first, I didn't know how I felt about him, but I don't even remember how I felt about him. I just really think he's a good guy, and I think we should go do whatever he says.
He is a terrible person.
Oh, come on.
No, we're not going there.
Oh, come on.
Is he really that bad?
I don't think I don't know. I don't know.
I can't.
I think he's really misunderstood. You don't know him like I do.
On the contrary, I think I do.
Why don't you come just talk to him? Come downstairs and look at him in this really cool mirror I found.
He's in the
And
mirror?
Skype with him. I mean, talk to him.
No, she's looking at you in disbelief. She walks into the other room where you two are, and she goes, "You believe what this guy's saying?"
What are you saying?
This guy, he's totally like on Strahd's side or something. He says that we should go to the Strahd's castle when we can.
I don't want to do that.
Neither
yet.
do I. She starts kind of like rubbing her neck a little bit. Ren, what are you doing? You're the only person not in the attic.
Wait,
Since-
is he still there talking?
I'm
with
pretty
us?
sure he
And-
just heard the giant spear exploding.
No, well, he was out there talking with
Yeah,
you.
you definitely heard an explosion.
Oh.
The Burgermaster
Oh,
too,
yeah.
yelling down the hall, going, "What was that?" Jesus, Victor! He
Turn that
says.
rock and roll music down.
What a good idea that was.
Since my character essentially just heard a spear explode and then saw a gnome like me walk downstairs with splinters in his face.
I forgot you were standing like right there.
No.
No, that's not a second door. No,
Oh,
you
no.
went out the hallway.
This
You-
is not a second door?
No. Oh yeah, that is a second door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I didn't see you. Okay.
Okay. That would have been funny if you did.
That would have been great. Yeah, but I'm gonna check the only room in this hallway I haven't been to yet.
Yeah, and you go up the stairs, you go into the attic, and there's a Bunky, who's kind of like, he turns to you and starts talking to you about Strahd.
About how awesome the Devil's Shot is.
He's really sweet.
He's a good guy.
I'm telling you.
So Mr. Burgermaster's son, do you know where the maid or the butcher went? That's really what we're here for, so my friend doesn't get arrested.
I don't know exactly. Do me a favor. If you're talking to him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a wisdom save. Not save, but give me like a wisdom check.
Insight?
Yeah, give me insight
That's no better.
or perception.
Hey, that's a natural 20.
Oh damn, we're rolling 20s all night.
No. This is the first 20 after a string of 7 2s.
I'm not including what
Players
I
have
rolled.
rolled.
I have been rolling 20s all night.
Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Yeah, I saw it.
You notice that behind him as he's talking, there are several things in a room behind him. Some mismatched furniture, a lamplit chamber, some tables and stuff with parchment on them, and a dusty rug that covers the floor, and also a skeletal cat and other skeletal creatures through the doorway.
So he's got a loft in Astoria?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So he's a necromancer.
Perhaps.
That's what you're telling me.
I'm not telling you nothing.
It's what you're heavily implying.
Yes.
He has an interest in the undead.
Yes.
Do you want to trade rituals?
So you goes, "Oh, you a caster yourself?"
Yeah.
He goes,
I can make a bell ring if someone opens a door, and I can make a giant disc appear to carry stuff for you.
"I have been able to, well, the glyph you saw as your burnt friend here."
Oh yes, that was very impressive.
Oh, I'm gonna take a quick meta moment to say to you that the animal carcass that's on your armor, it's now like thoroughly burnt to a crisp,
Oh.
but it's still kind of there.
Yay!
So he looks at you, he goes, he pulls you to the side. He kind of says to you, he goes, I have this spell that I've been working on. I've read. It's a teleportation thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. You seem like someone I can kind of. I really don't like the fact that you're working with my father, but you're a caster.
We just don't want our friend to be put in the stocks and have a donkey head on him, or be executed. That's really the only reason we're doing it. It's not like this isn't jolly cooperation. This is we don't want to go to jail cooperation.
It's just
One
like
might
my
say
father.
duress. Did you teleport the maid and the butcher somewhere?
I don't know.
Huh. Do you want help with your spell? I know some things about some things.
I guess. So he brings you into the room and he closes the door behind him.
Bye, everybody.
No reaction?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go do weird. I'm gonna go get weird.
Someone has taken old mismatched furniture and created a study in this dusty lamplit chamber. Tables are strewn with pieces of parchment on which strange diagrams are drawn, and a freestanding bookshelf holds a collection of bones. A dusty rug covers the floor in front of a pine box on which lounges a skeletal cat. Several more skeletal cats skulk about. Most unraveling of all is the sight of their 3 small children standing with their backs to you on the northeast corner of the room.
I've seen weirder shit than this.
My name is Victor.
Hi, I'm Ramble.
And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, well, nice to meet you." He just puts his hand out for a shake, and
I reach up and I pump vigorously.
he goes, I've been
Yeah.
He goes, "I've been working on this teleportation circle. I just can't get it right, I feel."
Oh. Would there be a way I could entreat my Fey patron?
Elaborate on that.
Mushroom circles are gates to Fey realms. It's very well known in Gaelic mythology. I think it's Gaelic, yeah. A ring of mushrooms, fairy toadstools or whatever.
Okay. I don't know what exactly you're trying to do in this.
I want to pray to the huntress to give me knowledge.
Okay. How do we do this?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking, could I?
Oh, so you're praying to the huntress.
Yeah.
So I guess you do your little ritual to pray,
Yeah.
and the only thing you hear back is laughter.
Alright.
Evil laughter.
Well, apparently you have to laugh really maniacally. That's step 1. That's what my patron tells me.
Victor just goes,
Well, let's take a look at your formulae.
Why?
So he moves over he moves over this rug, and he shows you this hand-drawn circle on the wood.
Alright.
And he goes, "I have been working on this."
Yeah, alright.
To get the other people involved here,
Yeah.
you guys are outside the room. What are you doing? Irina looks at you all and goes, "So, what do we do?"
Go see Strahd.
I think we need to stop him.
Yes, I'm trying to find some form of spell to waken him out of this, like, hypnosis type deal. But I can't seem to find anything yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to pass on my turn right now.
You crack open a bottle of wine. You start drinking. Okay.
I'm just chilling.
Irina looks at you and she goes,
Alcoholic.
Shit.
she said, damn alcoholics, these people.
Irina's like, this is where I die.
But I
Vic-
do it sneakily. No one knows.
Victor looks at you and goes, "What do you think of the circle?"
Let me make some arcana checks.
All right.
Can I just study it really well?
Yes.
Alright. Want me to roll arcana?
Yes, I do.
Alright. 14. 9 plus 5.
Ooh.
Can I just study it until I get it?
You study it. You get the circle,
Yeah.
but there's something off with it. You don't know exactly what it is. Something just doesn't feel right.
It's alchemy.
It's not alchemy. Is it drawings on the life force?
No.
The people. Alright. So where did you intend to send people to?
I don't know. I was just seeing if this can work. I've been trying really hard to get this to work.
But you don't have a destination?
I was trying to hope for inside the castle or perhaps the next room.
Inside which castle?
The castle.
Oh. Why don't we start with the next room, because that's a place you know.
Okay.
And that's always the best to get the basics down, is to do what you know.
Okay, good idea.
So let's go out. Oh man, why does he want to go to the castle though?
As he's talking to you, he turns around at those 3 children I mentioned before.
Yeah, I've been
And he goes,
ignoring
"Shut
them.
up!" And he turns to you and he goes, "Okay, so
Uh-huh.
Do you want to try it?
Well, what if we made a corresponding glyph out in the hallway there, out in the attic? Would your dad get mad that you're drawing on the floor?
I don't think he cares at this point.
All right, so let's do it.
All right. So you guys go outside and you guys. He takes a bit of chalk and stuff, and you guys start working together to draw this circle.
Yeah.
The rest of you are like, "What is going on?"
What are you guys doing?
Irina looks at you all and goes, "What? What are you two doing?"
We're trying to perfect something.
She's like, "I don't like this." What about you? What are you thinking, Ren?
Trying to figure out why Irina doesn't like.
What?
I'm trying to figure out why Irina doesn't like that he's trying to work on teleportation spell.
Okay. Well, she's walking a little bit closer to you. She's standing next to you because she doesn't want to stay right next to Bunky. So,
Well, she's out here.
Victor. Well, yeah, they're all. Well, Victor is. Victor and you finish up the circle. Victor goes, all right.
So, let's put a new glyph in that will signify this destination.
Okay.
And then we'll add it to the other circle as well.
Okay. So you guys set up the glyphs. Anyone want to try it?
I will try it.
Okay.
Maybe try using an item first to teleport.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, that's
statement.
smart.
Let's
Oh.
try an item first.
Irina looks at you all and goes, yeah, the item is probably a good idea.
Does
I'm
anybody
just
have
really
a
excited
useless
to be
piece of
doing
item?
magic.
I have an ivory hairbrush. If you
Oh,
wanna
how
try
about
that.
some of these pieces of spear that are all over the place?
Well, it's disintegrated into thousands of pieces.
Sorry?
Whatever.
I'm just. I'll go look through my inventory, see what I have.
So we're going to see if this works on the next episode of Copper Piece. Once again, I'm your damn Steve. I've been joined by Chris, Nick, TJ, and Lucas.
We're all gonna explode.
It's gonna be awful. I cannot wait. This is gonna be great. Thank you guys for listening once again. We're looking forward to seeing you guys next episode. Thank you very much and have a good night. Copper Piece is a Dungeons and Dragons adventure podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe to us. Leave a comment and rate us on iTunes. And if you can, tell a friend. Thank you for listening.